Money, 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 money. Episode 60. We're back, Trailblazers. I'm Nandis, ESL Trailblazer, and I'm going with part 2 of the money series. We've made it to 6-0, but I got a lot more coming in this episode about investing. This is the second part of the money series from last week. Now I got 2 quotes for you to get started. Money talks and time is money. Do you know what those mean? We'll discuss it right after the intro. Alright, and we're back. So, money talks and time is money. When money talks, that means that you are able to get certain things that you want through the use of the cash that you're holding in your hand. It means that you're able to maybe not manipulate, but persuade and convince people to do something for you through using money. So someone might call that a bribe or manipulation again, as I said already, but money talks is a way of saying that the money is talking because it gets certain things done in certain situations. And depending on what country you come from, that might still be true, because it's very common still in many places where if you put your hand in your pocket and you're willing to pay, you're gonna get more things done. All right, enough said on that. Time is money is a businessman's quote for saying that every minute that goes by is costing or making them money. So if they're using it, that's probably them saying that there's no time to waste, because every minute that goes by is a moment where you can be earning more or making a profit. That brings me to the investment words: profit, revenue, income, liability, expenses, okay? All language connected with investment. So let's take it from the top. Income. That's the money that most citizens, normal citizens, everyday citizens are making per month. Income. It's coming in, okay? Revenue is for a business. That's the money that's coming in, but it's before any expenses are taken out of it. Taken out, okay? You take out money from an ATM. You take out or you withdraw money from the ATM, but you take out the expenses from the revenues, and then that is your profit, okay? Your profit is after you minus the expenses from the revenues, okay? Usually we would say revenues for a business, not for an individual who has a salary or a wage, okay? 2 different words there. A salary is what you get monthly, all right? It's set for the year in a contract. A wage is what you're getting paid per hour. So if you're a college student or a younger worker, chances are that you're doing some kind of wage work. All right, so that takes me to financing, which we did last week, and I did cover a couple different ways of financing, but here's a couple more words related to financing which are not maybe necessarily with a car. So subsidy. Subsidy, very good word that a lot of my students don't know. A subsidy or a scholarship. Now, scholarship is very strictly related to education. You get a scholarship or you're awarded a scholarship through hard work or through some kind of competition where you were able to prove your value through and your knowledge in some area, and that allowed you to win this award, this scholarship that will help pay for your education expenses, okay? A subsidy is something that usually comes from the government. The government helps pay for or finance some products, some services for its citizens, or maybe some investments that citizens make in certain business opportunities that might arise. Governments might use subsidies as a way of incentivizing. That should be a new word for you, incentivizing. It's in the comments, in the notes section below here, okay? To incentivize means to motivate its citizens to start a business in this sector, in this industry, okay? We also have words like lump sum, life savings, and I've already covered the word earn from last week, but you have the noun earnings. My earnings is the general term for everything that you are earning money-wise. And when we're talking about earnings, we usually say earn a living. I earn a living by driving a cab. I earn a living by teaching English. I earn a living being an accountant. etc., etc. Okay? And there's a few other words connected with earn, with earning a living. We can say, and money, we can say expressions like, I'm rolling in it. Oh yes, I'm rolling in it. That means I got lots of money. Okay? If you want to brag and you have a lot and you want to say it to your friends, you would say, I'm rolling in it. Or you would say, he or she is rolling in it. That means they've hit the jackpot. They're doing really well. Okay, make ends meet. You can also use that as earn a living. I make ends meet through my teaching. I make ends meet through driving a cab, through an Uber, through being an accountant, through banking. Okay, make ends meet. So that's all I got for you. I want to keep it short compared to last week where I gave you a little bit more. Now remember, when you're investing, it's a very simple piece of advice, but one that people forget about. Don't go where everybody else is going. If everybody's investing in stocks, that doesn't mean that you should invest in stocks. If you don't know anything about stocks, that's probably a really bad idea. If everybody's investing in commodities, that's in the notes if you don't know the spelling. A commodity are the most common commodities are, things that have value like gold, silver, oil, and certain other products like this. This is a commodity because it has a value. And that takes me to the end of the episode, and I'm finishing with valueless, priceless, and worthless. 3 words connected with value, worth, and price. When we say priceless, that is describing a situation that you can't replicate. It's priceless. That's why MasterCard uses it in its ad. A situation where someone laughs and the smile is priceless, okay? Their reaction on their face is priceless. It doesn't go with objects, okay? Valueless means it doesn't have any value. Exactly what the words mean there. It doesn't have any value, so it doesn't even make sense to try and resell it, or try and get some money for it, okay? And worthless, this is describing things that you might own, and that's saying that it has no worth. Again, you're not going to get any money with it. So valueless and worthless, very closely linked. The only difference is that the value one is not pertaining only to objects. It can also pertain to education, knowledge, or some situation where you might gain some experience or knowledge. If it's valueless, there's no point in even going. That's a wrap. I'll see you next week. I'm going in a new direction. We're in the 60s now, everybody, and I've done a lot of language with you, so I'm going to take a break from that, and we're going to be starting something new. I hope you're going to tune in, share if you like it, make sure you watch, make sure you subscribe to the Freshen Up Fridays newsletter. There's a lot more stuff there. I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back next time with a new ESL Trailblazer episode that will rock this up later.